I bet y'all just heard Tut. Woof. He's such a funny dog. Oh my goodness. How are y'all today? I sure hope y'all had an awesome Memorial Day weekend. Mine was great. I spent it at work. You know, that's okay. When I got off work yesterday, well, before I got off work yesterday, Johnny called and said, hey, Dad said, come over here when you get off work. I said, okay. So then he called back and said, Dad said, bring some bread. You know, some good bread to go with ribs and baked beans and potato salad. The stuff he bought when he came in the grocery store yesterday morning, and I helped him pick out, and he didn't say a word about us coming over there and eating. He waits until later in the afternoon, tells Johnny, call Sharon. Hi, Mona. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Shannon. I'm so glad y'all are here. Yay. Yay. But anyway, I was just telling about my weekend and day yesterday. It was awesome. I hope y'all had a good Memorial Day weekend. And anyway, I am prepared. We're going to make a tree card, or trees card. I'm excited. I'm so happy I got my order and I finally got to play with a stamp set, and just, oh man, I played with two. 2 in 1. Toot, toot. Oh, it was yummy, Shannon. I can't even talk. It was yummy, Shannon. My dad is an awesome griller. He grilled these great ribs he picked up at the store. And my mom was alive. She always did the grilling. I guess she thought she grilled better. She did grill very, very good. But my dad's an awesome griller too, and he really enjoys doing it. And but we had an awesome day. My stepbrother and his wife were there, and we just don't get to see each other often enough, you know, because I work, and my stepbrother and his wife, they both work, and so it's hard for us to get together, you know, kind of like it's hard to get together with the kids because of all how they work, you know. But we need to make more effort, I think, to spend time with our family, because, you know, they're not with us forever. So, anywho's, we are using the Host Set Summer Days. I love this set. It's got trees. It's got trees. It's got little butterflies. It's got clouds. It's got an apple and a bunny and a kitty and a dog and a little girl reading and a little boy with his kite. This is summer through and through, and it is an awesome set, and I love it. We are using this stamp right here, and the butterflies and the clouds. And I'm using Lovely You for my sentiment. And I use love is what makes us family. I did not put a sentiment on the inside because I'm just not really sure what I'm going to use this card for. So I didn't put a sentiment in there. But anyway, this is what we are using. And we are using the Stamparatus. So, what I'm going to do is my first card, my sample card. Hey, Sharon, glad you joined us. My sample card I used early Espresso, and then I did watercolor pencils, and I thought, okay, I'm not happy with this. So what I'm going to use this one, for this one I'm going to use StazOn, and use my watercolor pencils. I'm just using 4 different colors. We're using Granny Apple Green, Garden Green, Balmy Blue, Early Espresso, and Calypso Coral. Okay, 5 different colors. And I'll tell you what, I cannot get my Calypso Coral to sharpen right. So I'm going to, because my box, I don't know if it's on my box of color pencils or if I read it somewhere, to use a makeup sharpener to sharpen them. Well, the makeup sharpener I got has been doing good for mine, except for this Calypso Coral for some reason or another. So I think later I'm going to take it and put it into my electric pencil sharpener, and I'm going to see what it does to it. I'm hoping that it'll just you know, get it down enough that I can shape it like I want it. But I'm not doing that right now. Right now we are going to go ahead and stamp on our card. Not our card. We're going to stamp on our layer. We are using we're making an A2 size card, 11.5 by 4.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have our envelope. Ooh, I had it upside down. I better turn it this way. I'll end up stamping on it upside down. We have 2 pieces of Whisper White Thick that are 5 by 3 3/4. We have 1 piece that is 4 by 2 3/4. We have 2 pieces of Early Espresso. These are, let me see, 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And then we have 1 piece that is 4 1/8 by 2 7/8. We're going to layer on these. And so these are going to be our first layer, and then our Whisper White is going to be our second. And then I'm putting this on our layer on the inside. So what we're going to do first is, let me get the case over here so I'll have something to prop this on. And I'm going to put my card layer, my Whisper White layer right here on this very first solid line, and put my magnets down to hold it. And we are going to take, like I said, I did Early Espresso on my first card and I was not happy, totally happy, and I wasn't going to redo it. So I thought, well, I'll just do StazOn with this one. And then I'll probably use Memento Tuxedo Black for everything else that I am not coloring. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to press this down. Because, you know, that Early Espresso, I have used a color other than the StazOn to use watercolor pencils with, and did not have this, really have this problem, but my Early Espresso wanted to bleed, and I was not happy with that whatsoever on my card. So I'm going to try and get as much of this off as I can, and then I'm going to spray it. Okay, because I don't want this, I know this StazOn's going to stain it anyway, but maybe not as bad. I've got some, there we go. Alright, now I'm going to take my layer and I'm moving it right down here, the same. Let me see, yep, that's right. And I'm going to, I just moved it all the way down to this bottom line with this as my other line. Also, now I'm going to get my Memento Tuxedo Black for this. I'm going to go ahead and put our sentiment down, and I wanted it over here in this corner instead of centered. And look at there, I love it. Just love it. I love using my Stamparatus. I stamp straighter. Yeah. So anyhow, that's there it is. I love it. Okay, we're going to lay that right there. We're going to just set this over here out of the way for the moment. And tell you, I am sporting the new, which color is this? My mind just went blank. It is the new Misty Moonlight. I did a Facebook Live for my Paper Pumpkin group today, doing the new May Paper Pumpkin, and Misty Moonlight is the little spots they have in there, and I just stamped my thumb with it. And it's one of my favorites. Oh, Shannon, I'm glad you like it. Hi, Carol, I'm glad you joined us. Yay. Okay, so while we're waiting on that just to sit for a few minutes, I'm going to go ahead and fold my card base. And then we're going to, I'm going to use my Calypso Coral because I am going to stamp some butterflies. And you have to really look. This pointed part here is in a rectangle, and so the top is where the top of the stamp is. So I'm going to put some butterflies about right here. And then I'll put some right over here. And then I'm going to put some right up here. No, look what I did. Good thing there's two sides to this thing. Just turn it over and we'll just do it on that one. Ta-da! And my envelope, wherever I put it. Well, that's my other one. I gotta get my new one. The one I haven't used yet. And we're going to put butterflies right there. Envelope to tie everything in together right here. Now, we're going to close that, and we're going to use our cloud, and we're going to use Balmy Blue, and we're going to put clouds right up here. I'm going to angle it just a little so they'll fit, just like that. Okay? And we're going to close that up. And that's all the inking that we are going to be doing today. So what I'm going to start with is I'm going to start with my Calypso Coral. I'm just going to color in these little butterflies a little. And I think they're so cute. I just wanted a little color to this. And that's why I chose the Calypso Coral. I thought it would make some cute little butterflies. And I'm telling you, I have got to fix this watercolor pencil. Okay, just like this. Is this not adorable? Love these little butterflies. I love butterflies anyway. And I have not seen a whole lot, but then I have not been outside a whole lot. And we usually have oodles and oodles of butterflies. But Johnny didn't did not plant flowers in my little flower bed that runs up the front of our walkway this year. And so I haven't had any right there at the porch. We've got flowers around in the flower bed around the tree. Well, both trees. We have two trees in our front yard. And but I haven't seen any there either. But I'm sure they'll show up. I mean, you know, we've got plenty of time for those beauties to show up. Now I'm going to get my that's it, blending pen. And we're just going to do just a smidgen of blending with this on these adorable butterflies. Just want to spread it out, make it a little more blended looking instead of just like it's colored, you know. I love to watercolor. Love to use my watercolor pencils. I love to use the ink pads. And I love, love, love my blender pens. They're wonderful. And it helps me do something that I normally could not do, you know, make good soft coloring, because that's not exactly the top of the line for me to do, you know what I'm saying? So now we're going to take the Balmy Blue, and we're just going to very lightly color in the inside of these clouds just a little bit. And I'm going to take the blender pen again. I'm just going to spread that out a little bit and just blend it in here. And see, it's not blending and bleeding with the Calypso Coral and the Balmy Blue inks. And so I don't understand why it was doing it with the Early Espresso, because I have used Early Espresso before and used watercoloring, and it did not do that. So I don't know what the deal is with the Early Espresso. But anywho's, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever. So we are going to use the Granny Apple Green, and I am going to color these tree leaves here. And I'm not bearing down or anything like that. I'm just going around in a circle. I'm just lightly coloring it in. And I'm not getting every spot, because whenever I use the blender pen and start spreading it out, it'll go ahead and spread on out then. And it doesn't matter. It does not have to cover every little spot. But I'm tell you, this is just so relaxing to me. I'm just loving this. And you know, a lot of people use those buy the coloring books and stuff like that. But you know, that's not my thing. Yeah, although I do have one or two, maybe it's two, an awesome friend gave me, and she gave me some color pencils, and I did do some coloring in it. But you know, this right here, I love doing this. This is, to me, is so different, and it's just, oh, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to make sure that's clean good, and then I'm just going to start spreading this out just like this with my blending pen. Is this not just wonderful? I love this. I just love this. And just go around and around, and it just spreads on into this. Look at there. Just going to go around the edges here, and then I'm going to come into the middle here. Oh, you know, I could not make it look this good without this wonderful blending pen. Love these things. Yeah, look at there. Does that not just look so wonderful? I love it. And I can spread it on out. Some of this points out here. Is that not gorgeous? I just love this. I love this stamp set. Ah, but then I just love trees. I love trees. So now we're going to use the Early Espresso, and we're going to lightly, oh, you know what? I had not even see that right there, that limb. How in heaven's name have I missed that? I'm going to have to fix that on my other card. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, because I did not even see that limb right there until just now. Oh my goodness. Didn't even see it when I was coloring it. But anyway, I think I'm going to have to need to sharpen all of these color pencils here. And so, look at this. I'm loving this. Just loving this. Oh my goodness, look at these wonderful trees. Now I'm going to use my blender pen. Let me do that one right there real quick. And I am going to just spread this out. Oh my goodness. I know it takes a little bit of time. And y'all probably thinking, oh my goodness, here she is. She's going to have to color it all. But you know, that's what it is when we do lives. You've got to watch it. I can't speed it up. If I could, I'm telling you I would. Let me fix this one over here real quick while I've got that color out. There we go. Now then, do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Early Espresso, and I'm going to come in here real lightly for the road here with it. I'm not doing it darker like I did on the trees. I'm going to make it a little more lighter, and do circle it here and just pull it down right down here, and all of this will get blended out, and if not, I'll fix it. So, but now whenever I do this, it darkens it for some reason. Usually it lightens it, but it's darkening it. But that's okay. That's okay. All right, I want to clean that. Now, all we're going to do is the grass. And we're going to use our garden green for the grass. And I'm just going to lightly come over it. I'm not going to do it dark. You know, this is just new, fresh grass here for the summer. It's been brown all winter. Then we got leaves on our tree. Now we've got some good, fresh, new grass growing. It's not going to be deep green yet. It'll be deep green just till another couple of weeks. And it's been mowed a couple of times, you know. This is the driveway. Yeah, I wish I had a driveway like this to my house. My house is not far enough off the road for this. I mean, you know, I walk across my yard and here's the road. So it would be not kind of nice to live far enough off the road to have trees lining each side of your driveway. I don't think this is a driveway anyway. I think it's just a country road. You know, but it could be a driveway since the trees are like that. You know what I'm saying? Now then, we are finished coloring. Now the easy part comes. We are going to put this card together, and that's not going to take long whatsoever. Let me, there's my layers. I had to find my layers so I can put these all together, and I'm going to tell you what, there are no dimensionals on this card. I know, shocker, isn't it? Hylian Mott. Yeah, I always use dimensionals, but I'm not using dimensionals on this card. And, but that's okay. You know, it's okay. Look at this. Is this not gorgeous? I love this early espresso frame around this. That looks so good to me. It just looks so good to me. Here's my other piece of Whisper White. And let's put it down. And we're going to scoot this over there and lay this down. Is this not just, I just love this stamp set. When I saw it as a host, and I don't always, I mean, really, I'm going to be honest with you, I do not hardly ever buy the host stamps sets. I don't know why. I guess because I know they're just good for a year and they're only available for that year. But when I saw this one, and even the other one, I bought the other one too. I'm telling you, I bought the Touch to My Heart host set too. But the sentiments are awesome with this. I mean, you know, I just love it. So I had to have it too. So, you know, there's some stamp sets that just touch your heart so much that you just, you know, if you get nothing else, you've got to get it, you know, and that's what these were to me. I just had to get them, and so I did, and I know I will be using these for lots of projects and things. In cards. Okay, and this is, I have a huge border around this on as my card base. I've cut this down to a smaller size because this, I did not want a lot of white around it because of the size of the stamp set. So I decided to cut my base according to the stamp set itself. And there in turn, I did not want a big frame around it, so I put the big frame around all of it instead of just the stamped layer. And I like that. I'm pleased with that. Now we're going to put this on the inside, and we're going to be done with this card. Now, I'm going to tell you, I have no earthly idea what time it is or anything like that. And this is the only one that I have worked on today, other than my paper pumpkin for my paper pumpkin group. And so this is the only one I'm going to make tonight. And I'll be off tomorrow too, so I'm going to get some stuff done tomorrow. Yes, I am. I tell you, I am so ready for June the 3rd to come so we can order whatever we want from the catalog. I am ready. There's already, I have not started my list yet, except for in my head. I have not started my written list yet. But anyway, here it is using the StazOn. And here it is using the early espresso. Now it makes it look different. It does, but you can tell by when you look at this that early espresso smeared, and I had let it dry in plenty, plenty, but it smeared it, and that disappointed me. But and see, the Balmy Blue and the Calypso Coral did not smear on this one either. But anyway, here's the inside. Here's the front. And this is our card for tonight. And I want to thank y'all so much for coming and watching me a day late. And tell you, I thank you. I had an awesome time at my dad's. And I was glad to get to spend time with him. And yeah, you need to get it, Shannon. You need to get it. I think you'll like it. But anyway, I love you guys. I do. And I pray for y'all every day. I want y'all to stay safe and stay healthy. Take care of yourselves. Get in your crafty room and create. And I'm fixing to get on Facebook shortly. Not on Facebook shortly. I'm on Facebook, but I'm going to get on the computer. And I want to start thinking about what I'm going to be getting for in my order next week. I'm ready. And don't forget, any of your teammates, explain to them that, we're having a longer turnaround on our orders, and it can take up to 10, 11 days for them to pick and pull your order and get it shipped. And to Alabama here, it's been taking 7 to 10 days for it to get here. So it's been a 20-day turnaround. And, I was chomping at the bits, but I know that they are doing the very best they can. And if you read the updates today, they're going to be doing a little better until they may change, the rulings again. I think they're going to start running a full crew, but they're so behind on everything. It's still going to take a little time for us to get our orders. And whenever they open up the annual catalog on June the 3rd, we know how long it takes then. But everybody ordering, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be sitting there in front of my computer the second they open, so I can get my order in. And that's why I'm going to sit down and I'm going to make me a list. I'm going to be prepared. So anyway, y'all take care. I love you guys. My friend Angie, that I asked y'all to pray for, she is at home. I found out, I talked to her husband at the grocery store Sunday, and they found out 3 weeks ago that she had MS. Then she had a seizure, and he said that she stopped breathing on him, and he was so terrified. He took her to Coleman Hospital. They transferred her to Birmingham to UAB. And she is now on a walker. She can no longer work. And can you imagine in 3 weeks' time? And I know that MS doesn't just jump on you like that. I'm sure she had problems and was not sharing them with us at church or anything. But to have a seizure and in just a few days she cannot work now. She has to use a walker. I have no idea how she feels. I have no idea what she's going through. But he said that she was embarrassed by the walker, and I told him the walker does not define her, and it doesn't. And so please continue to pray for Angie, because she needs some uplifting and some encouragement. And let me tell y'all, I used my card, that I told y'all would be great for a graduation card. I gave it to our granddaughter. She graduated Saturday night. They got to walk, and it was an adventure and a half. They were on the football field. That's why all of the Coleman County and city schools did on their football fields. And we got there and we were waiting, and the weather was not looking really, really good, but this old Mimi had been praying all day to God about the weather to hold it off until all the kids got to walk. in their graduations. And it got dark, and the clouds got black, and I'm praying harder and harder. And I know I was not the only one praying. So I'm not saying I prayed and God answered just my prayer. He answered a lot of our prayers, because there was a lot of us parents and grandparents that were praying. And my daughter-in-law and her mother saying, I hope it doesn't rain, and I'm saying it's not going to. I mean, you know, I had a faith enough for all of us. And I said, she's going to walk, and all of the kids are going to get to walk. And it really got black, and it really got to thundering hard, and the wind got up, and it started blowing some of the things they had set up with their ferns and things sitting on them, and fell across the stage while some of them were walking, and they jerked them out of the way, and they continued to walk. And when our granddaughter started walking across, I just started snapping pictures, just one right after the other with my phone, because I was the only one that my phone could get up real close and we could see her. Some of them were a little blurry, but I mean, I was snapping pictures right one after the other as she walked across that stage, got her diploma, came off, got her rose, and went back to her seat. And I said, okay, we're going out that way. We're not going out the way that we came in, because it was about half of the length, because they wouldn't let us come in that way. But I told them, I said, okay, let's go out this way. And as we got up to start going out, they were pulling all of the seniors that had already walked off of the field, and they were getting everybody else across the stage and them walking. And as we got up to the top, they gave the last young man his diploma. He walked, and they told him to run. And about that time, it started raining. And it was not a hard rain. It was not a hard rain. It was enough that you knew it was raining and you would get wet, but it was not a hard rain. And it didn't matter. I mean, me and my daughter-in-law cried all the way up the hill anyway, because, you know, this grandchild shouldn't be this old. When our son met his wife, she had 2 daughters, and this one was 2 years old. The other one was 12. And when they joined the family, and so these 2 girls have been our grandchildren all of these years. And so I mean, 16 years here. So they're ours too. And so we cried. I cried with her, and it was awesome. It was awesome. So then we went to the oldest sister's home and waited on the other to get there, and surprised her with a gathering. And she thought nobody was going to do anything for her, bless her heart. And when gave her the card, she opened it up and she looked at it. And of course, she was pleased with the money we put in there, but she read the card and she said, "I'm going to cry." And I told her, I said, "That's okay." But, it's an emotional time, because it makes you realize that your grandchildren are growing up and you're not getting any younger. But I love my grandchildren and I'm excited. We still have several to go. We've got the twins, which will graduate in a couple of years, and then the youngest grandson. The next grandson will graduate year after that, and then the youngest the year after that. So we've got 4 more grandchildren to graduate, and but it's awesome. But I'm gonna tell you, hug your children, hug your grandchildren, love on them, because they grow up way too fast. Way, way, way too fast. But guys, I love y'all. And I appreciate y'all coming and watching and listening to me jabber. I thank y'all for the prayers for my friend. And just know that I pray for y'all every day. I pray for your health. I pray for your safety. I pray for you to have joy and faith in your life. And good Lord willing, and I'm not dead tired, because this coming Sunday, I'm not going to have my trainee with me. I'm going to run the store and the office at work all by myself all day long, and I'll be there an extra hour because I have to have a cashier meeting for cashiers, and we always do those on Sunday an hour before the early workers get there. So it's going to be an extra hour a day for me. So I'm hoping it does not wear me out to the point that I cannot do my live Monday evening. I may say just I'm going to do it anyway. But I will let y'all know early enough if I am too tired. But I am planning, if everything goes well, good Lord willing, I will be here Monday evening, 7 Central, right here on the Praying Stamper. I love you guys. Bye.